of the previous videos, we went through the basics of setting up our fan page at Facebook and creating the initial settings here in EzFanpageGenerator for this particular fan page here. And we're going to continue on with that and build it up to be a much nicer fan page. And some of the sorts of features that we're going to get, I'll show you in just one second. But at the moment, all we've done, we just typed some information down here into our header section, and that appears here, just in this little section here. So it's a very, very basic page just at the moment. But the sort of thing that we can achieve with EzFanpageGenerator is something like this, where we have a page and we have drop-down menus and lots of other features built in. So you can build something that's very, very attractive, very, very easily, very quickly and easily. So let's get started and show you how to customize your fan page a little bit and make it a lot more interesting than just this very basic thing that we have here. Let's spice up our fan page a little bit by putting a quick header on it. So all we do, we come down here to where it says fan page header background image, and we put in there the URL where we've got our header image. If I just quickly save that, you'll see that it will actually find the header image and display it on screen for me to see, so that I know that I put the right URL in. If you've uploaded through the WordPress editor system, the URLs there, you can get the URL from the image section. So there I've added a header image. Now, because I've saved that, let's just quickly go to our page and just refresh the page a little bit. And you'll see that we have our header image now. So now we have a header image and our text. So it's very simple to add that and start making the page look a little better. So let's add a footer as well, maybe. So I know that that's at the same place, but it's called footer. So let's just save that and update. And if we go and refresh our fan page, we now have a header and a footer with our information in between. So we're starting to build our page up, and we can add more into it now. If we want to, we can add a background image to the content area here, so that we get some sort of border down there. Something like what you see on this here, where I've got a background image here in the background, which leads into the header and down into the footer down at the bottom to make a nice mini site style page. Now if we want to do that, then all we have to do is add the image to the background image section that we have down here. So we just put the image URL in here, and that would add a background image to the whole content section for us. Now if you decide to put a background image on the content section, one of the things you might want to consider doing is make use of this section down here, which allows you to adjust the padding on the various sections. I've just got these put in as silly figures just at the moment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But these let you adjust the spacing around the text that you put in the navigation bar section and any header text that you put, to space them in from the left or the right or the top or the bottom. Just if you're using a background image, sometimes when you have the lines down the side, you need to step your text in a little bit to make sure the text isn't overwriting any of the image part that applies down the page. Also here you have other settings that you can change. So you can change the background color, you can change the fonts that are used. Now what happens with fonts is, because the fonts are determined by the browser, not what you set. If you set only one font in here, then that will be used. If you set several, then the user's browser will use whatever fonts it can find on the user's computer in the order that you listed them here. I've got Verdana, Arial, Helvetica, then sans serif. I can easily add a new font to the front of that list. So let's say I wanted to add Comic sans serif. So I click that, and that gets added to the front. So what would happen then is when someone came to view this page, if their computer had the Comic Sans MS installed in their browser, that would be the font that would be used. If that wasn't on their computer, then Verdana would be used instead of that. If neither of those two were on their computer, then Arial would be used. So it would go down in order down that way. So always remember that's how it works with the fonts. If you want to reset your fonts, just delete those and you can add new fonts, but you must always make sure you've got at least one font in there. And I always suggest really that you use one set of fonts, because that way the browser will definitely find some font that can be used. So you got your fonts. You can change the font color from here. You can change the font size, the paragraph spacing, the font weight, whether it's normal or bold, and the font style, whether it's normal or italic. So all of those settings are available for you here. That covers the basics of editing our fan page and customizing it. Now in the next videos I'll cover adding menus for multi-tab fan pages and multi-level menus, slideshows and fan shows, opt-in pages, maps, block quotes and bulleted lists, and many other features that are available in EzFanpageGenerator, but each of those will have a separate little video detailing the individual use of those particular functions.